Good morning, all of you. Today I am going to take up another topic from the subject Language Across the Curriculum. My topic is structure of language. If we talk about the structure of language, we all know that all languages have underlying structural rules that makes meaningful communication possible. The five main components of language are phonology and phonetics. Second is morphology. Third is syntax. Fourth is semantics, and fifth is pragmatics. These components work together to create meaningful communication among individuals. The first component of it is phonology and phonetics. What is phonology and phonetics? It is the study of the speech sound of a particular language. Phonetics is the subdivision of it. English language has approximately 45 different phonemes, which are the combination of letters. Phonetics also deals with the production, transmission, and reception of the sounds of human speech. In the respiratory system, the phonatory system and the articulatory system of a human body are involved in the production of speech sounds. Lungs, muscles of chest, and the windpipe or trachea are the main respiratory organs which helps in production of sound. Our second component is morphology. What is morphology? It is the smallest unit of a word that provides a specific meaning to a string of letters. Suppose I am writing, or if I am saying letters L, M, N, O, X, Y, Z and all. These letters doesn't have any meaning. But when I arrange these letters in a meaningful order, they communicate a specific meaning. Then only we can say that these letters are useful for communication. So it is the study of the structure or forms of words in a particular language and of their classification. Morphology considers principles of word formation in a language, how sounds combine into meaningful units such as suffix, prefix, etc. For example, in the word disagreement, dis plus agree plus ment. Agree is the root word and dis and ment are suffix and prefix which gives the new meaning to the word agree. Now the third component is syntax. Syntax is a branch of linguistics which refers to the rules that govern the formation of phrases and sentences. It is a set of rules for constructing full sentences out of words and phrases. It means that we cannot arrange word haphazardly, or we cannot arrange any word anywhere. It is very essential to put all those words in a meaningful order, or we can say that there is a grammar or there is a way which provided to us by the grammar, with the help of which we can frame the different types of sentences and phrases with help of it. For example, SVO, subject, verb, object. It is the simple way to form a simple sentence by organizing the words in this particular order. Syntax is also a set of rules for constructing full sentences out of words and phrases. Every language has a different set of syntactic rules, but all languages have some form of syntax. In English, the smallest form of sentence is a noun phrase and a verb phrase. Adjectives and adverbs can be added to the sentence to provide it further meaning. Our next component is semantics. Semantic, it is the study of meaning of individual words and of larger units such as phrases and sentences. It deals with the literal meaning of phrases and sentences because meaning can be literal and figurative also. It is thus as inherent at the level of words, phrases and sentences. It is a wide subject within the general study of language, and understanding of semantic is essential to the study of language acquisition. Language users acquire a sense of meaning as a speaker and a writer, listener, and that of the language change over time. It is thus one of the most fundamental concepts in linguistics. If we take the example for semantic, so I'm taking the example of idiom first. If the figurative language is it's raining cats and dogs, but its literal meaning is it's raining very heavily. If I'm taking the example of metaphor type, he has a heart of stone. He is totally insensitive is the literal meaning of this figurative language. Next and the last component, which is also very important, is the pragmatics. It is the study of language in social context, or the ways in which people produce and comprehend meaning through language. It considers language as an instrument of interaction, what people mean when they use language, and how we communicate and understand each other. It is also the use of language in social context and the ways in which people produce and comprehend its meaning. It is a study of particular aspect of human action and thoughts. It looks beyond the literal meaning of an utterance and considering how meaning is constructed, as well as focusing on implied meanings. It considers the language not only as an instrument of interaction, what people mean, language, and how we communicate and understand each other. For example, in movie PK, the word acha was used in so many different sense, and at each and every place it reveals the different meaning as per the use of word in different context. So all these 5 components are very essential component to understand the language and to use of language in the different context. Now I move towards another topic, language and power. Language is an art and power refers to the ability, capacity, capability, potential and competence, etc. of an individual. When we talk about their relationship between them, then we can say that they are the two sides of the same coin, and one is incomplete in the absence of another. Now the question comes in our mind is how language makes an individual powerful, and how a powerful group or individual can influence language. Yes, both have impact and influence on each other. Let's see how language influence power and power influence language. Impact of language on power. First we deal with it. First is language as a means of control. For example, through language, teacher controls her class. If teacher tries to maintain discipline in her class, language plays a very important role in maintaining the discipline of the class. Language as a weapon to win public support. With the skillful language, politicians try to win support of public, and not only the politicians, but also the dharma gurus try to win the public support and to attract their attention towards them. It is only possible with the use of language in a particular way or in an influential manner. Language has the ability to heal and harm. Very true. Use of right words at the right time and in right place is a skill possessed by powerful people. If we use bad language, it definitely leaves scars or wounds on the heart of people. And in the same way, if we use language in a positive way, it helps to heal the wounds of people. Those who are psychologically feel very bad or they have some sort of issues. Language can elicit very deep feeling in others. Psychologists use it to trigger and people to reveal their feeling. Obviously, by using the various techniques of psychology, psychologists and psychiatrists try to bring out the emotions or the feelings which are deep-seated in the heart of an individual and which somehow affects them. It is again possible for them by the use of language. Language preserves knowledge. In verbal and non-verbal form, knowledge can be preserved by people with the help of language. We have so many books which were written by ancient educationists, travelers, and the learned person, and that is only possible because of language. And the stories which we heard from our grandparents, it is also the way, or it is also the verbal language which keeps on preserving those folklores or folk tales or folk songs from one generation to another. Language can motivate. Motivation can be created with external forces with the help of language, which help individual to achieve their goal. For example, dacoit Angulimal and Buddha, Osama bin Laden, these are the various persons who negatively or positively motivate the youth or the people to leave behind their bad deeds. Language can opens and deepens the connection. We come close to each other when we express our views, feelings and emotions. For example, our different relations with different people. Because of the language, it is quite possible that people can develop very good relationship with the person, different person. And again, with the use of bad language, the people may have gaps in their existing relationships. Language shapes the identities. Because of their words, we remember and recognize people, we identify people with the language they use and how effectively they are using it. So, my topic is over.